Before I let Henry go, I do just want to say quickly, my first year here, I brought Austin Denton to meet our basketball team. My wife and his mom are actually pretty good friends, and just an amazing human being. You can't help but be inspired by just an individual like that, and just from all of Lobo basketball to obviously Austin, Tracy, the family. Just, I don't know, and any well wishes or just thankfulness to obviously just a special young man. So I just wanted to at least make all that. I don't do a lot of press conferences here lately, but from all of Lobo basketball to the Dentons, we just want to say we wish everyone all the best. Henry, your show, man.
Amen. Great ball movement, half-court trap. I liked it. You got some steals, good rebounding out of it. There's a maturity going on this team that's obvious and recognizable.
Yep.
And they enjoy winning.
You know, I've been worried about this game. The example I've used is, we had a great Saturday win last year against Nevada, came back on a Tuesday night and laid an egg against UNLV, and I didn't love everything I saw tonight. I thought there was a little bit of I don't think we played as well as maybe we could have, but we just found ways to win, and that team's done this all year long. I'm impressed with their resiliency. It wasn't pretty by any means. We obviously made a lot of shots. I think stretched the score, which is a little unusual for us. Our defense was not great. They went small. They basically forced us to make shots. They really packed it inside, and fortunately, we were able to actually make some shots tonight to overcome an average to below average defensive effort.
Coach, 5 guys in double figures. Was that something you were hoping to see in this game? And what did you feel like the key to just...
Yeah, I mean, I told them at halftime we were up, and I thought the game would open up inside, and I thought it did the beginning part of the second half, and then I think they really just, they basically baited us to shoot threes, and it's not something I really like to do, but we were making them, and obviously Vontae was a part of that, Jaquan was a part of that. A lot of guys made shots tonight. It was the first time that's really happened for us. It's not something we go into the game trying to do, but I think they were just so consumed with our post play with Jaquan or Carlton or whoever's in there. They gave us those outside shots, and thankfully we knocked them down.
When you talked about Vontae during practice, you were almost lowering expectations.
Yeah.
He had missed a lot of practices. How do you rate his performance tonight?
Obviously, what he showed tonight was well beyond my wildest expectations. I don't know what his were. I talked to him a little bit today before shoot around, and we talked about just keeping low expectations and let's build slowly, but he had a little bit of a bigger impact than I anticipated. I'm happy for him. That's amazing. I wouldn't not want that. He obviously made some shots. I think I said when I met with the media and you guys asked me about him, we're in practices and he either goes 6 for 6 or 0 for 6. Tonight was one of those 6 for 6 days. When it's going, it's going, and I've seen that many times here this fall.
You talked a little bit about his impact specifically. I'm curious though how you address the rest of the team about minutes. I know minutes are something that has kind of been brought up some. Keith and Tavian were 2 guys people like seeing get minutes, but minutes got to come from someone.
Agreed.
Apparently going to get them. What do you tell the team about these minutes?
It's hard. I think I said I thought I said we did an exercise at the beginning of the year, and I told all these guys there's 200 minutes. How many minutes is everybody going to play? And when I showed them all their numbers compared to what's realistic, they had 9 guys playing 30 minutes. It just doesn't. There's 200 minutes in a game, and spreading them out on our team is a major challenge. It's our best strength. It's what allows us to play a team that played basically 6 guys tonight and win the second half because we have the depth that they don't. But unfortunately, it also makes it challenging with regards to guys, their personalities, they're wanting to play, they're wanting to impact the game. You can personalize it and feel as though maybe that means you're not good enough or coach doesn't like me or all the things that go with that. All I try and be with these guys is positive, continue to talk to them, say, wait your turn, keep trying. I'll make mistakes. I might play a guy that maybe shouldn't have played that much or vice versa. And we're just going to continue to work through it as best we can.
Vontae, one more time. You said 6 for 6, 0 for 6. Obviously a good night. Is he going to be that guy? Is he filling that spot that wouldn't think of another outside shooter? Is he going to be that kind of
potentially? That was quite honestly his game at Minnesota when he was at Utah was a game that I watched and said, this kid is really good. And he had a game kind of like that. And I just thought a kid at that level to do it in a game at that level was impressive, to say the least. But really, to me, what he does in practice mostly to impact it is his defense, his rebounding, and his energy. And I thought tonight he was a little bit too aggressive defensively, trying to make too much happen. He was excited, picked up a foul, different things like that. I think if he can just learn to kind of temper that and then use his aggression the right way defensively, he'll really help us at that end of the floor. And then the shots, to me, are just icing on the cake.
We had the dramatic introduction of the new coach. Do you have any advice for Danny, or have you made plans to sit down and meet with him?
No plans. Just met him walking up the ramp here at halftime. Man, I need to work on my own advice. Never mind advice for somebody else. I wish him all the best.
One of the guys that has struggled throughout the year and been well documented by this point is Vance, and he didn't have didn't blow up on the stat sheet, but it was a season high 12 points.
Yeah.
Vance seems to be a guy that you guys tried to get the ball to a little bit down low early on, tried to get going a little bit. Did you like what Vance did tonight?
Yeah, I mean, really, we were looking at the matchups, and they put their 4 on Jaquan to kind of take away him in the post, so it opened up Vance to have some really smaller guys on him, and he did a good job. We did a good job of getting him the ball, and I'm glad to see the ball go through the net for him a little bit, and hopefully that'll be something we can take forward and he can take forward.
Another big night for Carlton Bragg. Just getting him going seems like he's running.
Yeah.
And I gotta ask, how do you feel about when he pulls up from the 3?
Man, I whatever hair I have left, I pull out. But I'll be honest with you, Steve Fisher, long time ago, told Chris Webber he'd give him 1-3 per half if he rebounded the way that he did. And the way Carlton Bragg rebounds, he's earned the right to take a couple of those in my book.
I'm curious, so with final exams over and you have that tough stretch where you played all these games in a short amount of time, now you have the holidays coming up, and you're kind of in the gimme part of your schedule. Is it harder to coach these guys when they have so much time? And
That's a good point. I just told we got 5 days left together before we kind of get a little break, and it's been a long haul. And winning takes a toll too, and the pressure of that and the anxiety that I think comes with that of having to perform. And we have 5 more days together where hopefully we can get on the court, get better, improve, and then we can have a few days away from each other to kind of hit reset a little bit, because it's tough. Like to Jeff's point, it's tough to manage a lot of guys who are either expected to start or play a lot of minutes or do all that, and there's only 200 minutes in a game, and trying to kind of divvy that up makes it stressful for them as well.
Anything else?
Was that a half-court trap or just a zone?
Yeah, no, we've been kind of doing a lot of like a 3/4 court zone press here for most of the season, and just to kind of hopefully wear teams down. And just like New Mexico State, I thought in the second half is when it kind of paid off, and I thought second half again tonight, those things kind of kicked in. And that's the benefit of having all these guys and being able to play so many kids against a team that, I mean, realistically only played 6 guys. We talked about at halftime. They actually got to 7, but our depth is our strength.
Thank you. About the weekend. Another game this weekend.
Sure. It's an afternoon game. I haven't loved our afternoon kind of energy and enthusiasm so far this year, so I think that'll be a challenge for us. But man, school's over. We got 5 days together now. I'm hopeful. I know there's been stuff in the past about losing the game before Christmas and all that stuff, but I think if we can just get them dialed in here, have a good 5 days together to grow and develop, that and it is Sunday, right? It's Sunday's game. We can come out and just kind of go into the break on a really good note.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.